Good morning, everyone. I just finished my skincare. I have a bit of a sore throat and I've been coughing for the past 2 days, so my voice might sound a bit weird. But I wanted to show you what I do for my morning skincare routine. So firstly, a pimple patch, because I have a little pimple over here that I popped last night. So I put a new pimple patch on it. And then usually I do a clear lip balm, and then I put on my vitamin C serum, which is the Melano CC. I mostly put this on my cheeks and not the rest of my face, or like whatever is left over on my hands I'll put on the rest of my face. And then for my T-zone, I do the salicylic acid 2%. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I just spot treat on my nose and my forehead on my chin. And then finally, I do sunscreen. This is my current favorite face sunscreen. I actually like it more than the Skin Aqua. I had this whole thing about Korean versus Japanese sunscreen, and for the longest time I thought Japanese sunscreens were better for the face, but I think this Korean sunscreen has overtaken this Japanese sunscreen at least. So I've been using this on my neck instead, and then this on my face. Yeah, I just thought I would show you my skincare routine because I think in my last vlog I showed you my makeup routine, my morning makeup routine. So this is usually what I do in the mornings 99% of the time. Like the other 1%, okay, maybe that's an overstatement. Maybe like the other 10% of the time, instead of my Melano CC, I use my lactic acid instead in the morning. And if I use my lactic acid, I usually can also use my benzoyl peroxide, which is for acne if I have any active spots, because I can't mix vitamin C and benzoyl peroxide. So yeah, that's my morning skincare routine. I'm gonna get changed, do my makeup, and then I'll go and make coffee, and then I'll meet you back here. I thought I would take you through how I make my morning coffee. So usually I have my collagen powder. I just put 2 scoops of it. And then the coffee itself is this Morrison's Gold Roast. I usually put 2 spoons of this, 2 teaspoons. And then just a little bit of hot water to dissolve. And then Greenfields low-fat milk. And then I just put ice. And finally, the straw. Okay, I'm back at my desk with my coffee. As usual, I'm just gonna journal first. It's already 11:10 a.m., which is not even really the morning anymore. So I did sleep in quite a bit today. I think today I'm actually a little bit sick, I think. It's one of those annoying things where I'm not sick to the point where I need to just sleep the whole day. Like I don't have a fever or anything, but I've been having this sore throat since last week that usually fades by like a couple hours after I wake up. So it's always when I wake up I feel like I have a sore throat, but then like 2 to 3 hours later it goes away. So I think my body has fought whatever infection or virus it was at night, and then I'm fine in the day. But it's been happening every morning since then. So I'm not sick enough to be like I'm sick, but I don't feel like I'm not sick. And I think the past 2 days especially, I do feel a bit more sick. And this morning I woke up feeling like that. So I don't know. I think I'm trying to be easier on myself because there's no point forcing myself to do things that I don't feel like doing or that I think will deplete whatever limited energy I have left. So I don't think I'm gonna go to yoga today. I'm gonna try take it slow. I did lie in a bit longer, so I only got out of bed I think at 10:15 today. And I hope this sore throat thing will go away because this weekend I'm actually going to Bintan. It's a very impromptu weekend trip over Good Friday, and I don't want to be sick in Bintan because I'm really looking forward to the trip as a chance for me to just relax and truly not do anything except enjoy myself next to the pool, reading a book or watching movies or something. So yeah, I need to try to take it slow this week so that I don't burn myself out. But at the same time, I also want to record a video today because I haven't filmed a proper sit-down video maybe even since I got back from Hong Kong. I can't remember. A lot of my videos are usually pre-filmed, and there was that stretch of time in January, February where I was filming so much. So I still have those videos to record. Sorry, I still have those videos to edit. And I think I'm trying out a slower pace, but I do have to make some sit-down talking videos, so it's not all just vlogs on my channel. I mean, more than that, it's also just so that I don't fall off this hobby out of sheer laziness. I mean, today I'm genuinely a bit sick, but not sick enough that I can't do it. Sorry, I feel like that intro was very messy. I think first I have to journal and get my thoughts together, and then I'll come back and go through the agenda for today. But first, I wanted to talk a bit about my journaling because I've gotten a few questions on my vlog about how I journal or what I journal about. So this is the journal I use, which is the Leuchtturm A5 hardcover notebook, and it's just the one with the lines because I find that easiest to write with. And the lines are a bit wider than, say, the grid paper, which I don't really like, at least for long form journaling. But anyway, as I was saying, people were asking me what I journal about and if I use any prompts. No, I don't have any prompts, mostly because I'm too lazy to like look up a prompt each time I want to journal. So I just do brain dump journaling. I just write whatever is on my mind. Sometimes I write about what has happened the day before, my thoughts about it, or sometimes I don't really write about what has happened but rather what I'm feeling. I think what has helped me keep up with journaling is to not put too much pressure on myself to journal specific things. So I think at the beginning I thought that I should record everything that happened to me and my feelings about every single thing, but then I'll be writing pages and pages and that's quite tiring. So nowadays I just write maybe 1 page. When I first started journaling, I was writing maybe 2 pages, sometimes even 4. But now that I'm going back to the office and usually I don't have as much time in the morning, my journal entries have mostly stuck to 1 page, and that's usually a good length to journal within the time that I have. So I know some people journal within 5 minutes or something. I don't know if I can do that. Sometimes it takes me 5 minutes just to sit there and gather my thoughts before I can actually start writing anything. So for me, it takes maybe 20 to 30 minutes. 15 if I'm really focused. But honestly, it's not so much about the contents of my journaling, but rather the time that I take to write down my thoughts every morning without looking at a screen or without doing anything else. I mean, of course, sometimes I get distracted and then maybe I reply a text halfway through my journaling. But at the very least, I'm still putting pen to paper and writing down my thoughts in a very measured and controlled way that is not so common anymore because most of our life now is pretty much digital and we're always interfacing with screens and stuff. So I feel like this is the one thing that I still keep from like bygone eras. So yeah, I highly recommend it if you can find the time for it. And if prompts help you, then go for it. I think if it can help you guide your thoughts and express yourself, then prompts are great. But that's not necessary for journaling if that's not something you want to do. I think if there was something that I wanted to analyze further, then prompts can be helpful. But at least for now, it's not in my daily journaling practice. So that's just a note about my journaling. So I shall journal for a bit now, and then I will come back and talk to you about what I think the agenda for today will be. I'll see you later. Hello, welcome back. It's now noon. After I journaled, I was just tidying the house for a bit, putting away some laundry, because I felt like my background was really messy and it was bothering me. Does my voice sound a bit funny? I can't tell. Maybe it just sounds a bit raspier. But anyway, I came up with a list of things I want to get done today. So the first one is to film just a short video about the books that I've read in the past few years that have really changed my life. Let me give you a small preview. I took this out yesterday because I thought I was going to film yesterday, but then I really didn't feel up to it. So that's why I'm filming it today. But these are the 3 books that I want to talk about. I thought to keep it to 3 books because I feel like I could ramble on, and I also feel like 3 books is a good starting point to recommend to people. Like, it's less overwhelming that way. I'm hoping to keep it to maybe 40 minutes of filming so that I can cut it down to possibly 20 minutes or something. But I mean, who knows? I always tend to ramble on. But at least that's my aim, to keep it to less than 40 minutes. And then I want to continue editing a video that I'm currently working on. I'm skipping another week of uploading because I don't have any videos prepared. And that video that I'm working on, it's about my dental routine. It should be out by the time this vlog is out, but it's a very long video. I ended up filming for almost 1.5 hours, so that is the length of the footage I'm working with, so I couldn't edit it in time to be uploaded today, so I'm skipping this week. But I'll have to continue editing that so that I can at least upload that next week. And then the next thing I have to do is to pack for Bintan. Maybe I'll talk about it later. It does seem quite close to my last trip, which was to Hong Kong just in March. Bintan is happening over Good Friday, so it's only a 3-day, 2-night trip, basically a weekend trip. So the packing shouldn't be too intense, and honestly the itinerary is also very simple. The only thing that we have planned is to go to the seafood restaurant, hang out by the pool, and go to a spa on the last day. That's really it. Like, the aim of the trip is really just to relax and not have to think about life in the city. That should be a simpler packing video. I'll try see if I can fit in some of that packing in this vlog. I think it'll mostly be me packing my toiletry bag and maybe my clothes. And that's about it, because it's only 2 nights. Then I think I'll do the usual vacuuming and mopping. I did a bit of vacuuming on Friday, but I could do it again just to refresh it a bit. And then I will want to plan my week. I think I need to plan the next 2 weeks because I will be in Bintan next week, so I wouldn't be able to do my Sunday reset, I think. There's one last thing on my list. It involves me going out, and I'm not sure if I want to do that today. I need to return something to the store, so I would have to go out for that. But depending on how I feel by the end of the day, I might not have the energy to leave my house, so that might not get done today, but it is something that's on my mind, which is quite annoying. But yeah, that's all that I plan to do on this Sunday. Maybe I should start with filming my video soon and getting that over and done with. I don't know, it's just one of those things where the starting is always the most difficult part, but then once you get in the swing of things, then things usually go pretty smoothly. Actually, when I was lying in bed this morning and I didn't really want to get up, it was also because I was kind of overwhelmed by the thought of everything I needed to get done today. But I know that it's always harder to start. Like, starting is always the hardest part. And so I think at some point I just got up, grabbed my camera from my settee, and then just started recording a few clips. And that's sort of how I tried to get myself started on doing the thing, which is ironically to just think less about doing it and just do it. So that's what I'm trying to do now. because I think I'm currently going through a season of just feeling very tired. I don't know. I think it's the holiday season or the festive season, and just the year now being in full swing now that it's April. The lethargy is starting to sink in, and so I feel like things are slightly more effortful. But it could just be me, I don't know. Also, it looks like it's going to rain, so it will be good if I can start filming soon, because once it rains, it'll be too noisy and a bit too dark. That means I have to change. Alright, I should go and start preparing to film before I talk myself out of it. Hopefully by my next check-in, I've already finished recording the video. I'll see you soon. Hello, I'm back. I just finished filming my top 3 books video. Oh, it's quite dark. It's gonna rain soon, I think. I'm glad that I filmed the video. I actually feel a lot better. Better than when I started filming. So I think maybe because I'm talking about things that I like. It's a video about my top 3 books, which are these ones. And yeah, surprisingly, I think talking about books that I like have really calmed me down a bit. So I was anxious for nothing as usual. And I managed to film for 45 minutes, so I think I could actually cut it down to 20 minutes, the video, I hope. Right now it's 1:30. I haven't had lunch, but I'm not very hungry. I guess because I'm still drinking my morning coffee. Maybe I'll have something small to eat, and then I'll just have a bigger dinner later. I'm actually really warm. I need to change out of my shirt. I need to pin up my hair, and then maybe I'll rest for a bit before I get started on my next task. As I export the files, I'll go and rest for a bit. But I'm very glad that I managed to film a new video. I feel like the longer I avoid it, the more I psych myself out of doing the thing that I want to do, because I think like, oh, I'm not good enough. Who watches my videos anyway? Like, I can't talk coherently anyway. Like, those are the thoughts that run through my head. I think I wanted to film it yesterday actually, but I felt so out of practice and so anxious that I couldn't, I felt like I wouldn't be able to do a good job. And so I just went to edit an old video that I had filmed a long time ago. And as I'm editing it, then I realized like, actually it's not that bad. Like, I can string together a sentence. And so that gave me the motivation to film the video today. So I think all I need is to just remind myself that I can do the thing that I want to do. It's strange, like the way that you have to always remind yourself and reconvince yourself that you can do the things that you want to do, and it's not that bad. Anyway, let me get changed and I'll see you later. Hello, I'm back. I just finished exporting all the clips from the video I just filmed to my hard drive. And I just remembered something. I think I meant for this vlog to be filmed on my Osmo Pocket 3, but I completely forgot this morning, and so I still have yet to try this camera out for actual vlogging. I'm lending this to my friend for her trip to Korea, so I won't be able to use this for the next maybe 2-3 weeks, but it's fine. I mean, it will get some use there while she's in Korea. I'm wondering if I should continue the rest of this vlog on this camera, but I'm worried that the quality or something might change. I don't think so, because it's not like I'm editing 4K or anything, but just to be safe, I think I shall just stick to my normal camera for the rest of this vlog, and then hopefully whatever next vlog I film will be on the Osmo Pocket 3. But what a shame, I completely forgot about this camera. And it has begun to rain. It's such a cozy afternoon. It's not even 2 PM yet, but the vibes it's giving, it's like 4-5 PM, I think, because it's raining and it's really dim. And I'm glad to be inside. It's not fun to be stuck outside in the rain, I think. Like last night I came home quite late and I carried a small bag because I just wanted to carry a small bag, and I didn't bring my umbrella. But then I alighted, like the bus stop at my house that I alighted didn't have shelter all the way to my house, so I was stuck at the bus stop at 11 PM. And by the kindness of a stranger who offered to share her umbrella, I managed to cross the road to get to the start of the sheltered path back home. So yeah, it's not fun to be outside without an umbrella, but when you're inside and it's raining, it's really nice. It almost makes me not want to do anything today. I just wanna lie down and watch Star Trek or something. Could I do that? I don't know. Should I do that? Maybe I'll edit for a bit just to get something done, and then I'll see how I feel. Because on my list is also to pack for Bintan. Okay, but one by one, I will just edit my video first and then see how I feel. But the toothpaste that I've always been using is this Colgate Advanced Eye toothpaste. Okay, I've edited about this much of my video, 20 minutes out of 1 hour. And yes, that's me talking about mouthwash. I've been editing for a while. It's now 3 p.m. I haven't had lunch, but I'm really not hungry. Although just now I was craving Domino's pizza, but it was raining so heavily that I felt bad for whoever would have to come and deliver my pizza, so I didn't order. But I'm really craving specifically Domino's classified chicken. That's like my all-time favorite pizza flavor and pizza type. It reminds me of O-levels, honestly, because there was a period of time when I would always go to Domino's for lunch when I was studying for my O-levels, because there was a Domino's really near my school and they had like the personal pan set. Yeah, so it just brings back memories, and quite good memories, because I quite enjoyed studying for O-levels. A-levels was a different story. Anyway, all that to say, I did not order pizza, and maybe also for the better, because I do have a sore throat. I don't know if pizza will help that, but I'm just craving it. I don't know, maybe later this week or something. And it seems very indulgent to just get like a large pizza for myself. Yeah, that's all I was thinking about as I was editing my video. I think I might take a break. Maybe I'll see what I can find in the kitchen to eat. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break from editing for a while. It's such nice weather. Maybe I just want to lie in bed and read my book or something. I don't know. I'm in my kitchen. Look what I found in my pantry. There's seafood cup noodles, which is really tempting now because it's raining. But I was also thinking of Shin Ramyeon, but I would have to cook this by myself. So, I think I'll have this because it's a bit more filling and I'm getting quite hungry. So I'll cook this. I usually pre-boil the water because it's just faster than waiting for water to come to a boil. Ow. So now I can put the noodle in. It's a bit awkward to film in the kitchen because the space is so small, but I'm just waiting for the noodles to cook. I prefer my noodles on the soggy side. I know some people like it a bit firmer, but I like my noodles as soft as possible before they like crumble. And then close to the end, I'll add the egg. And I think that's about it. It's quite an indulgent meal. I really love instant noodles and it's such a rainy day. I think it'll be really nice to have instant noodles and then I'll have some kimchi to go alongside it. Yeah. I'm not a paragon of healthy eating. This is what I tend to cook for myself when I'm on my own. This is my very late lunch. Shin ramyeon and kimchi. I'm actually just gonna eat my lunch in the kitchen because I'm too lazy to bring it out to the living room. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I just eat my lunch in the kitchen so that it's easy to clean up. I think I did a good job. The noodles look very fat, which is my favorite kind. And I took a lot of kimchi as well. So usually I'll just watch a show. It's quite late. It's now like 3:30. So maybe I'll just have a lighter dinner. I think the goal of today is to kinda be easier on myself. Like not push myself so hard to have like the most productive, organized day. And in fact, I'm trying to not even think about it at all. Like to think that I have to do this at this time and this thing at this time. I'm just sort of taking my own time with things. So yeah, that is the vibe for today. I don't know if you feel the same based on my actions, but at least that's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully my throat gets better also, and I hope it doesn't get worse. Maybe the soup will help.
Hi everyone, it's Nick. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be de-influencing. I think these are just a little overrated. Not bad, but just not necessarily worth the hype. Or the thought food is made from entirely human-grade ingredients with zero synthetics and artificial preservative. It's also fat-founded.
Two hours later.
I took a nap. I feel like in every single vlog I'm always taking a nap, but I took a nap after I ate lunch and it ended up being a longer nap than I expected as usual. So it's now almost 6:30 and I still have a few things on my to-do list that I haven't started. So I haven't started packing for Bintan. I've kind of planned my week, but actually not really. I think I was only halfway. I made some progress on my video that I was editing, but I'm nowhere close to done. I may be halfway through the entire video, but I'm thinking that I want to go to the mall because it stopped raining. And I've got a bit of a headache, and I think the headache is from napping for too long. I don't know. I was gonna take Panadol, but I'm pretty sure it's from the nap and not actual sickness. although I still feel like there's something in my throat. I feel like I'm complaining so much, but it's been quite a slow Sunday. I didn't go for yoga because I don't feel very well, but I think I can afford to maybe go out just to run some errands. So I might do that. And that means I will end the vlog here. It's quite late now. Usually I end my vlogs a lot earlier, but since I didn't go for yoga, that's why I'm ending it now. I'm trying to think of what else to say before we say goodbye on this vlog. Actually, there's this book called 4,000 Weeks that I've been reading. I think I mentioned it in my March check-in video. So I'm slowly reading that book and it's been quite eye-opening. So the main argument in the book, from what I've gathered so far, I'm about halfway, is that basically he's saying that we have this tendency to instrumentalize our time. That's the word that he uses, in that we always think about how to use our time well, as if it's something that we have total control over. And I guess there's a lot that you can argue against this thinking, but I understand his philosophy, or like what he's trying to get at. Basically, this constant anxious need to always use your time wisely, to think that we are the masters of our time and that we have full control over our input and therefore the output. And I feel like it's really speaking to me at this moment in my life, especially this year. So I feel like this year I've been very ambitious with a lot of different goals that I want to do. And so the past 4 months I've been really hyper focused on managing my time and always moving from task to task. So sometimes I do feel like when I reflect on how I talk about my time and my life, I do wonder if I'm coming across very toxic productivity or always trying to keep myself busy. That's why I feel like the book is coming at a very timely period of my life where I feel like I've sort of hit a wall, in that I'm kind of getting quite tired and running out of that initial burst of motivation. And so I don't know, I mean, I'm only halfway through the book. I think I still need time to process what he's really saying, but what I find myself doing that he talks a lot about in the book is that I'm always looking to the future. Like, I never really appreciate the current moment for what it is. Most of the time I'm always thinking about achieving some sort of task or getting something done for the future. And I feel like I've been operating this way for a really long time, which is quite understandable given what has happened in my life so far. But the fact that I'm resonating with it and I do feel like perhaps I'm missing something, I think that warrants some attention and some reflection on my end. So that's just been something that I've been thinking about. And so today, in a very small, perhaps insignificant way, I'm trying to put his lessons into practice, or at least my interpretation of what I think the lessons are, and that is to just let myself have rest and leisure time without too much pressure about dictating my time. I don't know if I'm making sense. Basically, I'm just trying to take things slow without feeling guilty about it. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's a long journey of trying to rethink the ways that I've been operating so far. It's a really good book. I highly recommend it. I actually bought my own copy because I really resonate with it so much, and I haven't even finished the book yet. So that is quite exciting in like a mindset shifting sort of way. I love it when books do that, when they make you see a different way to think about the world or to rethink the way you've been doing things. Okay, I won't ramble anymore. I think I'll just get ready to go out for a bit and have a bit of a break. Maybe I'll treat myself to a little bubble tea or something. But thank you so much for spending your Sunday with me again. I really appreciate that you watched these vlogs all the way to the end. And I will see you in my next vlog. Bye bye!